I was at a restaurant this morning that I frequent virtually every day because it's across from my business. And as always, when I walk into the restaurant, I offer greetings. Good morning, and how are you doing? And I generally call the people that work there by their names. And they call me teacher, as most people do. Brother teacher, teacher, and ask me what I want. But the people that frequent that store as well, or restaurant, as customers, I greet them also. I have no respect of individuals or persons. So there was one guy that I spoke to as I'm standing at the soda machine, and I'm fixing my coffee with the cream and so forth. I looked right at him, and he had already spoke and placed an order at the counter, so I knew he could hear and he could speak and he could articulate on some level. And I looked right at him, and I said, "Good morning, how are you?" And what was that about? I don't get it. Now, some might say, well, it could just be you, brother teacher. But it's not me, because I see this on a regular basis, on the regular. Sometimes when I'm walking back from that restaurant, that same restaurant, there will be black women sometimes standing at the bus stop, no earphones in, so I know they hear me, but they may have just finished a conversation with someone beside them. And once I make eye contact, I always feel that necessary for me to say hi if we make eye contact. And I say, "How are you doing today?" And it's the same thing. That's not the majority of people, mind you, but it is significant enough to take note of. And my question to you is, what's wrong with these black people? These funny acting black people. What I have found over the years as a business owner, especially being in an all black neighborhood at the time for over a decade, was that a lot of times, more so than not, these people don't like the fact that you represent something that's positive. They don't like the fact that you own a business and that you look just like them. In some sense, in their own crazy way of thinking, they believe that you don't deserve to be where you are and that they should be there. But they would never put the work in to be where you are. That's the irony of the whole thing. They're jealous, they're haters, they're whatever other adjectives you may want to use. But it is crazy. It doesn't cause me to lose any sleep at night, but it happens enough, as I said, to take note of, and to even ask you, my listeners and watchers on my videos, what do you think is really going on with these people? Now, most of you know I'm not prejudiced. I talk about everybody. I talk about Asians. I talk about whites. I talk about blacks in a very critical way, a positive, critical way, to get people's minds stimulated and to get you to respond to what's actually going on in the world around all of us. And I love everybody, but I tell it like it is. This unabridged, unadulterated truth and observation throughout my life, and even those things that occur on a day-to-day basis with me as I see the world. And a lot of times we won't address anything. We collectively won't address anything, but we know that these things are going on. But I just wanted to know how you felt about funny acting black people. Now, mind you, there are some funny acting white people as well. Maybe I'll do the next video about funny acting white folks. But I think for the most part, we know what that narrative is all about. But I'm talking about black folks, especially black folks on black folks as far as interactions. And as I said, I'm saying hi to these people and they just turn their head away. They heard me say hello, but it's really crazy and it's really ridiculous. It's lunacy at its very best. If you talk about where you can get drugs from, or if you give them a cigarette or offer them something, hand them some money when they're standing in the line at the store or supermarket and they don't have enough change, they'll give you one of those, oh, thanks. One of those types of responses. Still walking around snooty with their nose up in the air as if you don't matter as a human being. I just wanted to say that I can really beat this to death, and I'm not going to. I think I've said enough, and I think you have the point. So answer that question for me, ladies and gentlemen, and it doesn't matter who you are. What's wrong with people in general? When you look at them and make eye contact, you know they can hear you. You know they can see you. When you say good morning, how you doing today, thank you, or whatever, and they don't respond to you at all, I would just like to know. Put it in the comment section below. Thank you.